Individual relays tell you if the output is on or off, and you can turn the individual relays on and off by hitting the on and off button next to it. It'll also update the status in the window as well. When the LED is on, obviously the load is on, LED is off, the load is off. You can turn the individual loads on and off from the buttons on the front, but when the scheduler triggers, say the scheduler triggers an off event, the scheduler will turn those off. If the processor or the brain of the system should fail, there is a button that is an override button. You hit the override button, it turns all the relays on to 100%, and the scheduler then basically is taken out of the equation. The only way to get the system out of override is to hit the override button again. You'll know the system's in override when you hit, when the LED is blinking. The other thing is that there is there's two BMS interfaces into it. The two BMS interfaces, there's one for interior, so it's all interior lights on, all interior lights off, all exterior on, all exterior off. Those are triggered separately from that, and those have pilot lights on the individual relays themselves. So if, for example, those are on and you can't turn the lights off, it's possible the BMS system has overridden the system. On the front of the unit, there's really nothing to PM, there's nothing to service. Basic things to troubleshoot is that the module itself is powered out of input 1. Basically, in this case, it's 120 volts. To check if the system is functioning, basically the window will be lit up, and there's a power light and a net light. The net light basically means that it is communicating with the system. If the net light is off and the lights are not working, it's possible that the ID has changed or there's a problem in the unit. Aside from that, there are no user serviceable parts inside, and everything else is handled from the factory. In the event that the module should fail, it can be field replaced. You pull out the module, pop the new one in, and the ID is set in the window itself. And that's basically all there is to change in it. There's no other programming. Once the ID is set, the program will recognize it and pick it up where it was. The other thing is that this unit does have an auxiliary power supply. It's located on the top here. It does have a single glass type fuse in the side here. Again, nothing to PM on this one. The only thing to check on this is there's a green LED, which means that it is getting 120 volt power from the system itself. The electrician here is wired up off of input 1, so basically input 1 controls the module, and the breaker for input 1 controls the module and the power supply, so if those two are off, just check to see if the breaker is tripped. That's it.